Hi guys, my name is Rachel. I'm a licensed massage therapist and I want to show you how to relieve your wife's hip pain when she's pregnant. So if you're the wife, send this to your man, and if you're the man, save this so you can do this for your wife tonight. During pregnancy, our hips are shifting. They're literally getting wider for the baby to come through. So there's a lot of pain and movement and just different feelings that happen during this process of pregnancy. So one of the best things you can do for your wife or your girl at this time is to give her some relief and massage her hips. I like to take the side lying approach just so we're not laying on her stomach. If you want to change this up at all, you're welcome to do so. I just want to show you how to really get into the glutes and release all of this tension and pain for her. This is good for sciatic pain, this is good for hip pain, glute pain, low back pain, leg pain, you name it, it's gonna help. Make sure that you're checking in with her on pressure before you start. This is a big deal. We have to cover this before we jump into the video. If she's fighting you at all, if you're like, oh, you just need more pressure, we just have to work it out. If that muscle's fighting back on you, this is counterintuitive. This is no longer serving a purpose. You're literally fighting with the muscle, and we don't want that. So you want your girl to be relaxed as possible. You want to be able to massage it with the right amount of pressure that she's comfortable with. If it's a light massage, it's still going to help if she's fully comfortable with that. If it's a deeper massage, same thing. We just don't want her to be fighting it. Let's jump into the video. I'm gonna show you everything to do on one side, and then you can just watch the video again and repeat on the other side as needed. Okay, you guys, we're doing this fully clothed so that we can really see what's going on here. I really recommend putting a pillow in between the knees when you're starting this. You're really gonna need the extra support here, and you don't want the knees kind of caving in on each other. It's gonna widen the hips more than you need them to be. So really just get that support going from the start. And as you can see, I've started to use my fists here to really warm up the muscles, warm up the glute tissue. And I'm also taking my hands and I'm squeezing the hip. I'm squeezing from the front all the way to the back. You can do this as many times as you'd like. There's no rules to it. It's just massaging. It's really just warming up the tissue. I want you to start with a lighter pressure first and then jump into maybe a little bit more deeper pressure depending on what they like. We're about to jump into using our elbows, and this is super amazing. If you have any kind of thumb or hand pain, it makes it so we're not using those anymore. We're really just using our forearms and our elbows. So a key tip here for getting more pressure is you see how wide my arm is out. It's not really bent a ton. When I first start and I approach the glute, it's more of a wide, like open arm elbow that I'm giving it. And then I'm slowly bending my elbow as I go. Or it's giving it more of a pointed pressure as I go. And it's getting deeper into the muscles, but it's not as much of like a jump scare going into the muscle at first. Sometimes when you start a massage and you start with too much pressure, or it's like really pointed pressure, it's not as relaxing. The muscle can kind of freak out and be like, ooh, get out. We want to avoid that. So I'm really just going up the ridge of the glutes here. That entire top part of the glutes, we are just gliding up. I'll do pointed pressure with this 10 to 20 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds if it's really in pain. But I just want you to keep in mind that this can really be a sensitive area for a lot of women. So I like to make sure I really rub out that area after I've worked it, because sometimes when you do deep work like this, you can put that pressure point in there and it will feel like it's still in there. Like your elbow will literally feel like it's still in the glute when you've taken it out. This does not feel good as the person receiving the massage. So always just make sure you shake out the muscle and like just massage it pretty good after you do that pointed deep work. From here, I do this same massage flow down the glutes. So I'll do that 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of up the side of the glutes like you're seeing me do here. And then I'll just drag it a little farther down towards the foot and do another line up the glute. So I'm really covering the whole surface area of the glute, but the top of the glute is that main part that I'm caring about and the sides of the hip. So that whole top ridge and that side of the hip we're really gonna focus on. I really need you to make sure that when you do these pressure points, these trigger point works in the hips, you're not going over bone. If you're digging into the bone like this with your elbows, your forearms, it's just gonna be super uncomfortable and they're just gonna want you to stop. So make sure you kind of feel for the bones before you start, kind of see where they're at. And for the last part of this massage, you're just seeing me use my other elbow for the lower half of this glute massage. This is going to help with any hamstring pain. It's really just going to open up everything on the lower side of the glute. And when you're doing massage like this and trying to alleviate hip pain, massages that pair extremely well with this are low back massages, hamstring massages, and the entire body is just connected. So the low back could be pulling on the glutes could be pulling on the low back. So it is really important to address those points as well. But I just wanted to hone in on the glutes today and really show you what a good hip release is looking like and how you can do it from home. Drop in the comments if this has helped you during your pregnancy and what else you want to see off of this channel. If you want to see low back release or different types of massage for prenatal or just for people in general. Our community on TikTok and Instagram is growing rapidly, so make sure you check us out there and subscribe for more longer form how-to videos like this, and let us know what else you'd like to see.